Oh, we finally got ourselves an antiquarian. Aegis. I'm not so. Yes, hang on. I'm not going to go take on the siren. I want to see if I can activate the 3 thronging hives. And then this is the group I want to put together to hopefully take on that crocodile. The croc moves around between positions 1, 2, 3, and 4. So having a group here that can hit 1 and 2, 3 and 4 there. 1, 2, 3 on the front position. Houndsmaster can hit any of the squares. The occultist, actually, you know, why don't we just switch these 2 around, and then with the occultist, if I take sacrificial stab, then I can hit positions 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. Yes, okay, good. Excellent. Don't need that much food. We need, let's say, 4 torches for burning cocoons. Let's go 6. 3 shovels. Antivenom, you don't need antivenom that much. Skeleton keys and holy water, just 1 or 2. Is there any poison? None of the curios interact with antivenom in the Crimson Court. Crimson Court is mostly shovels. It's mostly shovels and torches.
The courtyard and gardens surrounding the manor were once a point of pride for the diligent custodians I employed. Great banquets and lavish social affairs were hosted here under the stars. Despite the expectation of propriety normally ascribed to those in our position, we mocked the stoic melancholy of the moss-covered fountains and cherubic statues. Our salacious trysts half hidden in the hedgerows, our morality slipping ever deeper into the mud.
I love all that commentary, it's so cool.
Soaked and sinking, these stone terraces and sprawling gardens were the site of long-forgotten revelry and well-remembered regret.
A little concerned about the stress we're already feeling here, but I think if we can burn some of those cocoons, it should be good.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Yeah, so glee.
A trifling victory.
But a victory nonetheless. That's the first one. Nice dodge, Dolmar.
Annihilated.
Annihilated. I think I might have to switch out some of those skills actually on the Houndsmaster.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Hound's Harry could be quite good. Hit all 4 positions. Inflict bleed. All of these things are quite easily able to bleed.
Destroyed.
Nice La, and resisted the bleed. Loving the dodges, boys. Very good.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. The maddening whine of multitudinous wings abates. Let us hope that is the end of things.
Hardly. This takes a shovel. This should be the burn them, get stress relief thing. Excellent. I remember having enemies come out of those cocoons, but I believe you only get enemies if you don't use the torch, if you just activate them without the torch. Damn it.
A death by inches.
Die, nerd.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Lick wound could actually be good. Stun a Hound's Harry instead. Yes, and then mark target works with all three of my other guys. So hopefully when we fight the crocodile, we can get him marked and in position 1 or 2. So I can hit him with collect bounty. And look extra for damage versus marked. Damage versus marked. And it counts as a beast. So if we have him marked and we used Hound's Rush, we'll get extra damage from beast and extra damage from marked. And extra damage from dog treat. It's almost like the Hound's Master is tailor-made to take down this crocodilian. We shall see. Come on with the surprises all the time.
Fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Wait, why did I give him the Ancestor's Candle? This doesn't count. I could have sworn I already thought about that. Well, whoopsie.
Obliterated.
Awesome crit.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
These little things use bandages, but I've never found the treasure worth it on those little skull piles. Nice, that's the second of the 3 quest pieces we need. But I am fairly sure you have to actually fight the crocodile to get to the 3rd one.
Back to the pit.
I probably should have used shoot there, but doesn't matter now.
Success
Plus
so
max
clearly
hit points, that's actually a pretty good one.
Or is it merely a trick of the light?
This one takes holy water and gives stress relief. Well done, boys. Good hits. Oh, so close. 2 hit points. Oh, nice work, Dolmar. Dodge and crit in response. It's about as good as it gets. And another dodge. Get wrecked, mosquito nerds.
Foolish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
Not much in the way of loot, but that doesn't really matter. We are here to take down this crocodile and get this first mission done in the Crimson Court.
A fortune, waiting to be spent.
I think this calls for a dog biscuit. Doggy treat. I'm gonna hit all of them. They all have good bleed resist. Or lack of bleed resist. I forgot to give him blood though. I'll give him blood in his next turn. Oh, dodge and miss.
The slow death, unforeseen, unforgiving.
Nice. That little bleed from Hound's Harry is doing work. Two hit points. Phew.
Eradicated.
Love point blank shot. So good.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Technically, I could have held on, taken Bloodlust right before the last battle starts. Just really hope we can resist the bleed of that crocodile. I could have sworn I gave these lads... Yeah, fortifying garlic, definitely. I think actually against the crocodile, I'm not going to duelist advance and riposte. I might just stay in position 2 and pistol shot and wicked slice depending on where that croc is. Because, yeah, the bounty hunter can hit positions 1, 2, and 3 from position 1, and I'm pretty sure Come Hither won't do anything to the croc, but I wonder if it's going to apply marked even if you fail to move it.
Another one falls.
I love that damage, so good. 6 to 12 damage. 6 to 12. 9 to 18.
Executed with impunity.
Ah!
The ground quakes.
I really hope the croc can't move my guys around. I think he might be able to. That's going to be pretty inconvenient for us.
Be gone, fiend. Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Yeah, boys, you ready? Crocodile time.
Glittering gold, trinkets,
Trinkets and baubles.
paid for in blood.
Oh no. Okay. Shit. Well, we'll give her blood and just maybe she gives us a shovel. Bloodied diseased herbs. Bloodied fetish. Damn it. We'll have to take the stress from forcing our way through that obstacle. Okay, here he is. He can be made to bleed. He resists blight a lot. Protection 10, dodge 10. I could mark him, but I will let the occultist do the marking. Minus 10 accuracy. It's a pity the occultist is so slow. No, he does still have... Wait, wouldn't that protection... I thought his protection would have been lowered. Or his dodge at least. Minus dodge. He must have resisted the debuff aspect of it. Excellent damage. Oh, I was really hoping for a dodge there. This is gonna lower his protection. And that one worked. Okay, so it does seem like he's got to roll. You got to roll for debuff to see if his protection actually is going to be gone or not.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
I need this guy to come to position 1 or 2. He's not going to be. He could be moved technically, but so rather just keep hitting him with finish him. Yes, Dolmar. Nice big crit. He resisted the dodge debuff though. Couple more hits. Submerge increases his dodge. Yes, dodging, boys. One big hit from the bounty hunter here. Collect bounty. Ah, needed a crit. Yeah. Right, shrub. We need 7 hit points here. Oh, bleed. Oh, God, thank goodness.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
So we got the Vial of Sand, occultist only. Stun skill, debuff, move skill, stun resist. It's not a great one for the occultist, if I'm honest. And we're gonna have to bleed here. I've got some food. Food. Hopefully it's just the stress and damage from the obstacle, a trap, and then the last fight, and we finish the mission. I hope. This is going to put him down to death's door, though.
Without tools,
Okay, it's only 1 hit point. I thought it was 20% of your total hit points.
An indefatigable purpose.
Hey. Well done, boys. Well done. That was a bit dicey for a bit.
In those younger years, my home was a hive of unbridled hedonism. A roiling apiary where instinct and impulse were indulged with wild abandon. A bewitching predator slipped in amidst the swarm of tittering sycophants. Though outwardly urbane, I could sense in her a mocking thirst. Driven half-mad by cloying vulgarity, I plotted to rid myself of this lurking threat in a grand display of sadistic sport. But as the moment of murder drew nigh, the gibbous moon revealed her inhuman desires in all their stultifying hideousness.
Love that phrase, roiling apiary. Well, this dissection kit is pretty amazing. Bleed skill chance and a straight damage buff. That's going to make Incision really good for the Plague Doctor. Nice.
These swarming fiends carry a pernicious plague.
Oh,
A
perfect.
sickness so virulent,
Oh, God.
insidious. It is more a curse than a mere disease. Just as I feared. Now
Ooh,
loosed
healing
from their
skills
braggart
while
prison,
camping.
they will spread like locusts across our land.
Yeah, so now we can go on gather the blood missions if I need extra blood. Haven't been getting any plus healing items. We've just got a couple cherry charms, but that's it. That's actually a pretty good one. Lost and Found, I think, is cheaper artifacts. Pagan Talisman, damage versus fanatic. I must just check. I think only that one boss guy counts as a fanatic. I'm not sure if those cultists count as fanatics. If the cultists do count as fanatics, then that trinket becomes a lot better. Right. Protection and dodge if torch above. See, that's actually pretty good because that's going to synergize nicely with our Ancestor's Candle. If you give someone both the Ancestor's Candle and the Sun Cloak, they'll take plus 20% stress, but they'll get 5 protection, 10 dodge, another 5 dodge, 2 speed and damage. It's really good. The 029, we just took down the crocodile in the courtyard. I got 2 nice Crimson Court items, although the occultist one isn't that great. Stun, debuff, and move isn't that great. What I want is healing for the occultist. We haven't been to the Weald yet. That's where I need deeds. Damage and speed for the abomination is very nice. Only got 2 greens though. We'll wait until these level 2s all hit 3. I think so, the 029. Let's see. Here we go. A Flagellant, which is one of the nicer classes. I must just check. I have a funny feeling haven't you already been given a brother? I don't think so. Aegis, Leothan. Bad Luck Bob, aptly named. Wrath and Raging Fury. Rip. Come on, give me some fucking healing here, come on.
An increasing stockpile of curious trinkets, gathered from forbidden places.
It's a good point, Mod, and you have been gone for like 4 or 5 weeks. Week 13. Good lord, man. How long have you been missing for? Marden is now an adventurer. It should say here, Marden, New Quirk Enlightened, Raging Fury. There you go. Martin mentioned a drunken bender and hasn't been seen since the previous evening. That was week 15. Oh, okay, this is a separate time you've gone. Yeah, you are around, just not so much with the active. You kind of came over all dead. It was unfortunate. You were down to 0 hit points, and then because you were rapturous, you flagellated yourself and killed yourself. Which is doubly disappointing because you got 73% death blow resist. Look at that, 11, 12, and 14. That's 3 deaths in 4 weeks. It's not good. Let's start going into the Weald a little bit. Really, just because I need deeds. Pardon me. What I need actually. If there's any long, here we go. Maybe we should go on a big money mission, and we can take out Aegis. And I need people who can repost. So both of my reposters are not available. Well, I can still just sit there and buff dodge, I suppose. See if we can put a bunch of lads together to go into these ruins. The A-bomb is good. Now I worry that I don't really have the right amount of people who can actually hit position 4. And I'm quite low on healers here. We don't seem to have... Weald tactician. Fine, let's go to the Weald. So I don't think I particularly have to only take the Antiquarian out into medium and long runs. The Weald lads can be made to bleed. We can hit position 3. And we can hit 3 and 4. We can hit 1 and 2. That'll have to do. A sacrificial stab is quite good in the Weald. I think a lot of these enemies are eldritch. Accuracy and crit, healing received. That's not a great one. The Book of Rage is good. Cherry Jones, give to Cultist. So stun, debuff, and move skill chance. It's actually not that great. Hang on, the garlic is way more important for the leper, because he doesn't have good resistances for blight and disease and resist. Oh shit. Base blight resist 50% is not terrible, but he's you see disease and bleed, especially when he has to be getting healed by an occultist. The garlic is good. And so I got smashed in Legend and real life. I think I don't drink because I just like the taste. Oh, right. Well, I mean, I'm kind of going into a phase now of drinking a lot less. Life is just better when you drink less. Fortunately, it's such a culture, though, for me here in South Africa. Everybody drinks. I think, actually, you know what? The 029 as a flagellant is actually good with the antiquarian because we can force the flagellant to protect Aegis, and then I don't mind the flagellant getting low because he's going to then be able to use his heal. Stun skill, disease resist. Bleed resist would be good. Blight and bleed resist. Fortifying vapors, This is interesting. So we certainly want to use that and that for damage. Uses per battle. I do like the skill. Redeem is so good. Endure. Reclaim is an interesting one though. What is his bleed resist? 55. No, he's too low to use reclaim reliably. Stab, Sky Spaghetti, heal, and weakening curse. Indeed they are. If I hear from the exile, we might play our game this evening. It's a short battle, isn't it? Yeah, it's short. Shovels are important, but it's only a short, so we won't go higher than 2 for pretty much anything.
Corruption has soaked the soil, sapping all good life from these groves. Let us burn out this evil.
Grab that on the way back. In fact, I'm gonna do this full dark.
Darkness closes in.
For the extra loot.
Hearts of men. Mechanical hazards, possessed by evil intent.
Mummified remains is bandages? Bandages.
Nature herself,
A victim to spreading corruption.
Malformed with misintent.
These things don't really bleed, so I'll do the extra damage. 4 to 7 damage. Does that last for 4 rounds now? That's amazing. Oh, that's 2 rounds. But the dodge and protection lasts for the extra rounds. Okay. 1 hit point too little.
Be gone, fiend. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. A trifling victory, but a victory
Nonetheless. Surprised spiders. Oh shit, I didn't realize it marked him. These spitting spiders do extra damage against marked targets. If that crits, it's gonna hurt like hell. Yeah, he's getting hit quite hard, but that at least means he can use his other damage skill and healing skill. Dodge! Og! Yeah, I'm not going to use Protect Me again against the spiders. Against the other enemies, Protect Me is fine, but not against these things.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Dodge from the leper. Oh!
To body and brain.
God, my flagellants are not having good luck. Oh God. Good dodge. Need that fucking marked to get off him. 7 healing. Okay, good. Oh. No. Does that count against his uses remaining? I certainly hope not.
Abomination cleansed from our lands.
Just a simple short mission, he said. It'll be easy. He said, oh, for God's sake. Okay, if you miss, you can still use it again.
Another one.
That's good to know. Oh, come on!
Back to the pit. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Owie. Ranged skills. It's quite a very high debuff, actually. Like +4 stress, +3. I don't know what the pluses mean. +4 monster crits. Healing received. 1 damage for 1 round. So you're gonna go down to death's door now, unless you eat something. Yoo, that's a lot of valuables. Well, at least he didn't get down to death's door because he can still use his one ability to get his health up, so that's good. Honestly, I'm determined to get all of these journal entries back. Let's light some torches.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
No, that's fine. I don't think any of these guys do any extra damage against marked targets. Good. And he goes straight down to death's door. For fuck's sake.
Hold fast.
Like, how can that little skeleton be that quick? Don't you dare. Don't you fucking dare. Woo.
emerges as the enemy
Oh yeah, good point. The occultist needs to be third so he can use sacrificial stab. Crit 4.
Their formation is broken.
That's quite a cool little uppercut animation. Looks badass. Now we only have 4 units of food left, so we're gonna have to find an animal carcass
Awarded to the brave and
to give us more food.
alike.
That's why I love the occultist. Even on a short run, getting a decent amount of cash. Oh, sorry, antiquarian, not occultist. Oh, okay, good. I could have. We must have picked up food from something else there. I think from the tent. Because I brought 8 in and I've eaten 4. So good. Get 'em, lads.
Executed with impunity.
Nice.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Shovels. 1 left.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Apparently it doesn't, though, Tune. That's a good call out there. I didn't actually realize that. Yeah, apparently he doesn't suffer death's door debuff. Interesting. I suppose that's just to encourage you to keep him at death's door or near death's door. He has 0% bleed resist, but he resisted anyway. Oh. Let's see how everybody else gets healed when he goes down to 0. Oh, plus accuracy, plus damage, plus speed, and plus resistances. Oh, the Flagellant is so cool. So cool. He's kind of designed to fight at death's door the whole time. Isn't that cool? Come on, boys. Where's the resistance? Nice.
Masterfully executed.
Full Crusader party. Well, I suppose the cool thing about full Crusaders is that if you get the timing right between them,
A dizzying fall.
you can have a whole lot of, what's that, Holy Lance ability, which is really great. And they can heal each other and buff each other. I think just managing the timing can be a little tricky. The timing of, you know, who goes when, I mean. So we need the shovel for that obstacle. Let's keep pressing forward, boys.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place.
Want to squeeze every last little bit of money out of this. Ugh. I don't think I should actually mark here, because I think these things have gather the blood and predigestion. Although I don't think gather the blood is extra damage against the marked targets. I don't think it is.
Decimated. A death by inches. As life ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
That's 5 damage over 3 turns. That's really good. Okay, yeah, so not for enemies, fair enough.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Oh, chow down, lads. Who's hungry? Is it exsanguinate? Oh yeah, it's a great ability. So Barry, I tend to do the torchless runs on these shorter ones. I mean, if it's short like this, it's pretty manageable.
Driving out corruption is an endless battle, but one that must be fought.
That does nothing for him, I don't think. Cove Explorer is a good one.
Behold, righteousness and zealotry, gleaming in the morning sun.
Well, we are full, unfortunately, so I don't think I need any more Crusaders. I want to get armor level 2. I think once I've got level 2, I might go all the way into Furnace just to save me some money. It gets expensive so quickly at levels 3 and 4. 38. Yeah, bleed resist is actually pretty important. Might pick that up. It might be Barry, but I don't know about the timing right now. Like, I've only got 2 level 3s right now at the moment. Wait a second, so I think we could do one more run. I mean, if I can do another wheeled run, get more deeds, we only need, what, 7 more? I kind of don't want to talk about Blood Bowl. I'm so pissed off and triggered by Blood Bowl. But doubly I'm pissed off and triggered by the fact that I set myself a goal with Blood Bowl and I've let myself down in a big way. When I started playing Blood Bowl, I was determined to make sure that I don't don't get pissed off and freak out and get annoyed when things go wrong. But no, that's exactly what's happened in the last few games, and I think the reason why is because I've made the mistake of thinking too highly of myself as a player in Blood Bowl. I've like lost sight of the fact that I'm still brand new to the game. I'm still terrible at the game. So I think like when I get annoyed, it's when I go into the game thinking, okay, I should win this. Then something bad happens, or something goes wrong, and then I get annoyed. But like I think if you have the default mindset of I've just got to learn, I've just got to, you know, do better, don't get annoyed, you know. I'll see if I can turn things around. My next few Blood Bowl games. So who is going to do well against marked targets? Could go double bounty hunter. I want to take down the siren. It's just that when she takes one of these guys, it's really scary. Can anyone answer the question, when she uses the mental curse thing on you, does it roll for, I think it rolls for debuff. So if you have guys with high debuff resist on the front positions, then she's unlikely to actually take them. I think that's how that works. So anyway, for taking down the siren, this should be fine. We mark her as a target, we attack her with collect bounty. She tends to sit in position 2. Pudera, Fedupera. The follow, my friend. Healing. Stun, debuff, move, stun resist. Why not? Disease resist is pretty damn good. Look at how high her disease resist is. Bleed skill isn't going to be that great in the cove, but she will use incision. So in that case, why don't I go plus 10 for melee skills? That's then plus 35% damage to her stab ability. Bleed resist is too low. Yeah, and okay, disease is a bit low now, but whatevs. Stun skill chance. Speed could be good. So Stobbie here. Actually no, we'll switch them around. Stobbie, you the lower level. Oakley, you do all the damage, and then hopefully she will take me across to the right hand side. Is there any debuff resist? No. The candle is nice, but a lot of the times I like to fight in the dark. Candle is bloody great though. I just don't think I want to give Stobbie the candle. I'm going to leave him open just because I'm expecting Stobbie to get, you know, tempted by the siren. Itch. Collect bounty. Finish him. Come hither is nice. And does this lower protection? Okay, so we will take mark for death then. I think like if you fight in the dark situationally at the right times, it's very, very strong. The Saint Ajora, you're going to stand in position 3 and you are going to use poison, stab, and actually battlefield medicine is pretty good in the cove. There's a lot of bleed cove. And Judas, you're going to sit in position 4 and you are going to, in order, you're going to Sky Spaghetti, you're going to heal, you're vulnerable and you're gonna pull. Although maybe the lowering of damage and protection could actually be better against some of those tankier nerds. You take stress in a way that negates the rewards for fighting. Okay, last minute torch drops. Last fight of the dungeon. One thing I'm not sure about this pagan talisman though is whether this is only going to help me against the actual witch hunter guy, or whether it's going to help me against the cultists that you've come across in the ruins. I don't know if the cultists count as fanatics, but I suppose even if you're just using it as a 10% stress reduction charm, it's not bad either. Okay, none of these are all that good. Take down this friggin' siren. I don't know, Martin. I hope they are. That would be pretty cool if they are. Medium, so 20 food. Shovels will take 4 for barnacle chests and obstructions. Anti-venom for tidal pools. Medicinal herbs for coral. Skeleton keys for heirloom chests. Holy water, I don't think there's anything that interacts with holy water in the cove. Bandages. Any of the curios with bandages? I don't think so, and I've got battlefield medicine here. Do it. Not enough blood in your estate. Yeah, fine. Oh, the ship statue. Okay, we'll take 1 then. And the ship statue is stress and
position wasn't always accompanied by
physical
the fear
healing.
of office. And there was a time when I could walk the streets or raise a glass in the tavern without concern for molestation. Faithful as the tide, one precocious village waif made it her hobby to shadow my every errand. It was charming then, troublesome later. I always wondered.
Blood. We don't have blood.
The unfortunate little waif.
Shit, I should not have done this mission now. We should have gone to go collect blood. Well, we're just gonna have to hopefully get through this mission, and then on the next one we have to go collect blood. That's for sure. Let's assume that the boss is there. We'll make a beeline straight for the boss. Okay, you two people, let's take a little break.